Right here. All right, now your nationality, it'll be on this, it'll be on, what they so-called call you?
They call me a Native American or an Indian.
Oh, okay, right, so you would be from the tribe of Gad,
Mexican.
right?
I've been called all kinds of things.
So your father is a Native American? And his grandfather is Native American? So you would be from the tribe of Gad, you'd be Native. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. So, what about you? You same Gad? Your father be from the tribe of Gad? All praises, right? Y'all both would be Israelites from the tribe of Gad.
That's right.
Right. So, do you know the significance of being an Israelite? Well, from your understanding, what will be the significance? Because since you said a little bit.
Now, what started it all?
What started it all?
One of the oldest, I guess, organized religions, anyway.
Oh, you speaking about Judaism, right?
Been one of the first ones. Is that it?
You speaking about Judaism? Because I said
right?
Israelites, right? Let me Israelites. This is a heritage, right? Oh, you talking about Islam? No, I said Israelites. You would be slacking, right? No, this ain't Islam. This is Israelite. This is a heritage thing, right? When I say that you from the tribe, you are Israelite from the tribe of Gad, I'm saying that you are a descendant from a man named Gad, right? Born through a man named Israel, right?
That's right.
So promises was given to these to our forefathers. Promises, inheritance was given to our forefathers, right? So the people so like the people at that time, you know who Moses is, right? So Moses was given commandments, was given statutes and laws by the Most High, and he gave them to a certain people. He gave them to the Israelites, right? So in these last days, though, the true biblical Israelites, we lost our heritage. We call ourselves Native Americans. We call ourselves Indians. You know what I'm saying? We call ourselves different bywords.
That's
that
right.
The so-called white man put on us, right? Can I get the book of Jeremiah chapter 17:4, right? Right? Because the so-called white man call us Indian, will call some of us Indian, right? Because Indian means savage, right?
Jeremiah 17:4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
So the Most High is saying that these people will discontinue from thine heritage. We're going to discontinue from our heritage. That's why we don't know that we Israelites, right? That's why we got to come out here and tell our people and teach our people who we really are, right?
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. Salaki. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
So now we in this land, we serving our enemies in a land that we know not, right? Can I get the book of Baruch chapter 3 and 8? Because first, let me get the book of 2nd Ezra 13 for you, right? Because y'all know how to y'all got into this land.
How we got here?
Yeah, y'all know the story of how y'all got here. Y'all know who Christopher Columbus is?
Yeah, I know that.
So how did y'all get to this land?
We've been here.
Y'all been here? Well, did you know that?
Well, we walked
Yeah.
over here. There was no ocean. We walked over here. Everybody came from somewhere.
That's true. You're right. So I'm gonna show y'all how y'all got to this land, because you know how y'all got to this land is biblical. It's really in the Bible, right?
2nd Ezra 13:40. These are the 10 tribes.
So these are the 10 tribes, right? Because you got the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. It was a split. So it was 10 tribes that would be the northern kingdom, and it was the rest of the tribes, Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. That would be the southern kingdom, right? It was a split. So he said these are the 10 tribes, right?
These are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land.
Where was they carried?
Out of their own land.
Right.
In the time of Osea the king, whom Salmanazar, the king of Assyria, led away captive.
Right.
And he carried them over the waters. And so they came into another land.
Right. So the king of Assyria led y'all to this land, right? To not this land, but to a region, right? Right. It's like so the king of Assyria led y'all in Syria had y'all in slavery in Assyria, right?
going,
in that land, right?
Go on, brother.
But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
No, they was here first.
Where
It's
never,
like they was already here.
where never mankind dwelt.
Hear that? So y'all came to this land where never mankind dwelt, right?
That they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
So y'all was in captivity in Syria, and y'all couldn't keep y'all statutes, laws in that land. So when y'all left that land, y'all came to a land where never mankind dwelt, so y'all could keep the statutes and the laws of God, right?
And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river, for the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
It took a year and a half for y'all to get to so-called America, right?
And the same region is called Arsarit.
It's called America.
It's called Arsarit.
It's called North Country.
It's called Arsarit.
It's called Arsarit. This land. The water, right? So this land is really called Arsarit, right? And we're gonna give y'all the definition of the word Arsarit, right? Right.
Which one to put something
Definition of Arsarit. Right. So that's how y'all got here. Y'all was in captivity at first in Assyria, and then y'all left Assyria to get to a land where never mankind dwelt. And the Most High showed signs and great wonders for y'all to get to this land, right? It would have been a very difficult journey to get to if it wasn't for the Most High. That's why even Christopher Columbus had to have a guide and somebody to show him how to navigate through the waters. Otherwise, he would have died through that journey.
And he's telling the truth.
God, he used what we just read, the Bible, to find that land, right? So this is the definition of Arsarit.
All right, this is the definition of Arsarit in the Jewish Encyclopedia. The name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel,
The who?
in which the 10 tribes of Israel,
The 10 tribes of Israel. Remember, it was a split. That's Gad, right? That was one of the tribes would be Gad, the so-called Native Americans, right?
in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses.
Doing what?
Observing the laws of Moses.
So y'all was in this land observing the laws of Moses.
Until the time of restoration, according to 2 Ezra 13 and 45. Columbus identified America with this land.
Columbus what?
Columbus identified America with this land.
What is Arsarit?
Columbus identified America with this land.
You see that? Columbus identified the land Arsarit with America. He read the Bible and he knew where to go, right? Let me get the book, Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8, right? So when that happened, of course, we know the history, the rape, the mass slaughter, the incarceration of the Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? The Trail of Tears, the boarding schools, the Thanksgiving that our people about to celebrate is coming up, but our people gonna celebrate the killing of our people, man. right? Right, with fake turkey, man. You know, and and Thanksgiving so wicked because they was killing so many Native Americans. They was having a so-called Native Americans. They was having a feast every day to the point where they like, man, we can't keep having a feast every time we do these things. We gotta have one day, and then that's when they decided to call it Thanksgiving, man.
Baruch 3:8.
Bring it out.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
No, we free.
We are yet this day in our captivity.
No, we on the red.
We are yet this day in our captivity.
Where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
Right. That's why you see all of us, man. We in the prison houses, man. We on this reservation. We in this hood. We in this project. That's because we were scattered for a reproach, right? We became a curse, right? Not following the commandments and not keeping the laws, right, of Moses, right? That we just learned about earlier, right? Right here, brother. For sure.
And to be subject to payments.
We subject to payments. That's why we got to pay taxes on everything, right?
According to all the iniquities of our fathers.
And we in this captivity because our fathers went off in sin, right?
According to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
Hear that? And let's find out how.
Generation.
Yeah, this is generational curse. Let's see how that happened, though, right? We're gonna show you how that happened real quick. Give you a couple more precepts, and we're gonna let you go, right? Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 28.
Deuteronomy 28 and 1.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if we listen diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day,
what will happen?
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
So the Most High made a covenant, which was the contract with these people. And he's saying, if y'all keep the laws and the commandments that I'm commanding y'all this day, then I will set thee above high, right?
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
Above who?
Above all nations.
No, we eat
Above all nations.
You hear that? If we keep the laws and statutes and commandments of the Most High, he said he's going to set us above high, on above all peoples, like it, all nations, right? Above all nations, he was going to set us, right?
Above all nations of the earth. Verse number 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee.
All these what?
And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You hear that? So when you look around and you see our people, do we look blessed? Do the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, do we look blessed? And when we in the projects? Well, I mean, let me say this. Let's compare ourselves. Let's do compare and contrast. Compared to the so-called white man and they buildings, they skyscrapers, they condos and luxurious things, right? Do we look as blessed as them, or even more, to say that we are biblically? No, right? So let's find out what happened then, right?
The numbers don't lie.
Right, and that kind that's true, brother. The numbers do not lie. So let's find out what happened. Let's find out if the Most High said that he was going to bless us, how is it that we in this predicament? Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
We do not listen unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day. that all these curses,
Hear that? All these curses, all these what?
All these curses
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now let's read the curse, right? Let's read the curse. Tell me if this sounds familiar, right? So, right?
I got it. Isaiah 1.
Right. So tell me if this sounds familiar.
Isaiah 1 and 3.
Bring it out.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know.
Who?
But Israel doeth not know.
Where it is? So the ox, all these animals, these cattle, they know who their owner is. But Israel, our people, man, we lost. We don't know who we are, right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 31.
Bring it out.
Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes.
Thine what?
Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes.
What the so-called white man do to the so-called Native Americans, buffaloes, man? Buffaloes, slain them, right? And they slain them so much. They slain them that much just so that y'all could go into starvation. Just so that y'all could perish, basically, man. They did that for y'all destruction. And that was the curse put upon our people according to the Bible, right?
Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof.
You hear that?
Thine ass shall be violently taken away from thine face.
Thine what?
Thine ass shall be violently taken away from
before
thy
thy face.
You hear that? So, and that's what they did to our people, man. The blacks, the blacks, Native Americans, of course, but specifically, man, the tribe of Gad, man. They came, they took away the buffalo, man. They took the ox, slain them in front of your face, took them in front of your face. This is all biblical curses from our people, man, because we went off, our forefathers went off and started going against the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High brought forth to us. Yeah, to this day, that's why we read it. That's right, man. That's what the so-called white man did, man. They took everything and they numbered it, right? They took everything and they numbered it, and then they put it in their stores, man, and then they make you buy it, right? They put a number on it, right, for profit, right?
Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
Bring it out.
I'm gonna give you a couple more, brother, then I'm gonna let you go. If you ain't got a question or anything.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies which the Lord shall send against thee.
Serve who?
Serve thine enemies which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who was the black, Hispanics, and Native Americans serving today, brother?
Say again?
Who was the black, Hispanics, and Native Americans serving to this day? What people? What nationality people? So what nationality of people is the black, Hispanics, and the Native Americans in servitude to this day to? That's right, bro. That's what the question I was asking. So what the Bible say?
Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies.
Right. So he says, "Thou shalt serve thine enemies." The Bible is calling the so-called white man your enemies, our enemies, brother.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
You hear that? Like you just said, we gotta stand in line for what and want what they give us, man. We gotta stand in line and we gotta want what they selling us, man. We gotta buy it from them. That's a curse in the Bible, right? That's how we know through these curses, through the spirit, and through the understanding through these precepts that we the true biblical Israelites, right? We not just saying it just to steal an identity. We not the so-called white man, right?
That's right.
We actually got proof of who we are, right?
This the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
Gad, a troop shall overcome him.
What the Bible says?
Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
Yeah, that's so. The so-called white man, he overcame Gad. He overcame the so-called Native Americans, man. But in the latter days, in these latter days, man, y'all gonna wake up and realize who y'all is, and y'all gonna overcome the so-called white man.
This the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Woe to him that what?
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Death and destruction to him that buildeth a town with blood, right?
And establish a city by iniquity.
Right? And America was established by iniquity, man, by blood and iniquity, right?
Behold, is it not the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity.
Yeah, that we got. So that's why we in this land, laboring for vanity, laboring for clothes, laboring for Jordans, laboring for things that don't matter, that doesn't profit anything. Not one of us have any type of real strength, right? You got families that control 5 to 10 to 3% of the wealth of the world, right? But we don't control not even 0.0% of that wealth, right? We just consumers here to buy up their vanity, right? A couple more scriptures and I'm gonna let you go, brother.
All right, Psalms.
I'll be wandering back through.
All right, just listen to this while you walk away.
All right.
Psalms 55 and 21.
Bring it out.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
What is the so-called white man word?
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. But war was in his heart.
What was in the so-called white man's heart?
But war was in his heart.
What did he do to the so-called Native Americans?
But war was in his heart.
Right?
His words were softer than oil, yet were there drawn swords.
Right? So-called white man is wicked, man.
That's right.
That's right.
He came over here, man. Stole the land from our Gad brothers. Took land from our man, all the tribes, man. What nation and what person that's a so-called white man hasn't had his hand in the cookie jar of the Israelites, man?
That's right.
Turn a lot of Issachars to homosexuals, man. Feminine, man. I'm gonna bring that out. Zechariah 7:12 real quick, right?
Zechariah 7 and 12.
Bring it out.
Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts have sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts.
Came a what?
Came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts.
Man, y'all not listening to the words of the Lord. So he's sending a great wrath, man, to this place, man, to Babylon, to all these other countries, man.
I got you. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
This is not our what?
For this is not your rest.
No, today is Friday. I want to chill. It's my day off.
For this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction.
Right? That's right. Now, and with that, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. From Yashala.
From Yashala.
From Yashala.
From Yashala.
From Yashala.
From Yashala.